shall dedicate a ballad to this glorious kingdom. Our meeting was a beautiful twist of fate. Our meeting was a beautiful twist of fate.
Concept? Yeah.
Our meeting was a beautiful twist of fate.
Concept? Yeah.
Our meeting was a beautiful twist of fate. Our meeting was a beautiful twist of fate.
Hey, thank you everyone for tuning in here as we do our live stream. There is so much going on already here today, and we're going to venture out of our Discord and over to the CookieRun Kingdom Discord just so that you get an understanding of what's going on. Thank you, Killian, for joining us here today. Super excited about this and everyone else. All right, let's flip over here already. There we go. So a couple things. This is hot off the press here, my friends. The June 19th update is postponed. Absolutely crazy. We got a lot to talk about when it comes to this particular update and what pursued, and how did we get here. Thank you, Jared, for asking. Definitely going to talk about it, and we will cover that here in today's video. All right. So, a couple things on this. In terms of what happened, the Discord team in our Discord here, you're more than welcome to join. Cued me in onto this. Now, a couple things. It hasn't actually been announced in the game yet. It might have been updated before we've got there, or at least when we go back to it here in a little bit. However, couple things around this. What kicked this whole thing off was this. There's actually a Kingdom feedback channel right here. And so I'm going to show a couple pieces in this, lots of stuff, lots of players actually commenting on my videos as well. So thank you for that. With some of your frustrations, some of the pieces that you did not like. However, I want to also give you a different point of view here today. And again, some of this background really resided in the Kingdom feedback. So with about 36 hours, once this was first keyed in, there were thousands and thousands of posts around players very, very upset by what was going on and what was happening in the new update. Now, we're going to talk about a couple of those key pieces when we go back to the game here in a second. However, ultimately, I think the general feedback was pay to win. You have disregarding the old dark cacao cookie here. We had already issues with game crashing, which I've also experienced. Other things like that. And one of the ones that I did like too that I saw here, and again, you can go into this and check it out. There was a paywall for some of the items and things that you could get. However, again, that only increased the speed at which your materials were produced. So I wasn't too really worried about that as a free-to-play player. The one, though, that I thought was actually probably most interesting was this one here, posted by Skrunkly. So a few things on this, and I'll come back to chat here, is this. The original post did have so much for Ancients getting Crystal Gems. So this was out a long time ago. They did say you can unleash the power sealed by the darkness and grant Ancient Legendary Dragon Cookies with power. This is probably one of the few things that I actually really do agree with, is that if they said that they were going to do this update this way, they probably should have done it. However, as games evolve, as they play out, and particularly Beast Yeast, all those other things, we did see a ton of change in the game and those pieces as well. So certainly understand those things. However, once again, as we can continue down, I'm not going to go beat the bush too much on this, but the reality is there is so much feedback of players and such an outburst in the game in terms of this particular update. Now, again, the biggest one really being around the new dark cacao cookie. And let's go ahead and we'll talk a little bit about this here a little bit more that led once again to this update postponement. So wanted to share this with you here today. And before we get into the next piece of this, let me definitely address some of the comments there. Thank you everyone for tuning in here. As always, do I know when the new update is coming out? I don't know when the new one is. This is hot off the press. The original update is supposed to come out, actually my time, probably 2 a.m.-ish. Again, we only have a couple hours left. However, we don't know when the new update or postponement is going to hit. The big thing here to understand is after this consideration to today's update or later date, all currently ongoing game events and shop deals will be extended. So if you're worried about getting Mystic Flower Cookie as an example, we would say that those dailies would probably get increased. It'll be interesting to see how quickly they do make this happen, just because we do have some buzzers, and I will get to some of that gotcha here in a minute. So great questions there, everyone, as always. And do my Tray 14 Chocolate Tower didn't work because your Frost Queen died? I'm sorry. It's about to get defeated. All right. A couple things here, though. So let's go ahead now and get into the game. Is impossible. Oh, no. All right. So a couple things here. So again, I'm 100% free-to-play player. I think I've only spent actually 99 cents right when I first started playing, and actually before I decided to start using content or creating content. So 100%. And I do want to call out a few things in this particular update now that recently happened here, because I do think there's some things that we have to consider. So when we go back to the game here, first and foremost, we still have in our events, what you're going to see, we still only have 2 hours left. I'm not even all the way done here. So I'm actually excited that we may have an opportunity to have these missions extended, because the shrimp dumpling here is taking me forever and particularly this 50 alliance battles, I may have to work on this a little bit more. However, first and foremost, again, going back to the details here, when we go to the community and we go to the news, they haven't posted this piece yet, so just making you aware of these key pieces. That maintenance info, I think some of you were asking. For me, it would have been about 2 a.m., midnight. I think if we go on the 3 hours, that would be about midnight for me. So those pieces. Any tips for Mystic Flower? I'll talk about that here in a second, Killian, for sure. Now, a couple things on this as well. If we go back to what that update was, here's the notice. So again, we covered a lot of this stuff already. I love using the Discord posts. You can check those out here on the channel. Great way to stay in tune. Plus, in our Discord, I make sure to link all that as well. So yes, I have 12,000 Light of Apathy Devils. I will actually pull them here in today's episode. So couple things here. So again, we got this piece. I don't think anyone was too bent out of shape about Beast Yeast episode 4, but certainly the Ancient Plus Dragon Lord Dark Cacao Cookie. Now, a couple things around this. Thank you. You're such. Couple things around this. First and foremost, because the Beasts and the Beast Plus were a new piece, the thing that I did actually like about this, and we'll get into this again, is the Ancient Plus is a nice counter reflection against the power level of the Beast. Now, the biggest piece, and actually some of you commented on the videos of this, is it kind of stinks the fact that we've got Dark Cacao Cookie already, and now we got a new variant, new version of Dark Cacao. Totally understand that. Hey, Dion, give me a second. I totally understand that, and I can see how it feels like it hurts. However, if we look at each release, we do get new cookies with that, and generally we get cookie inflation, or what I like to call your typical game inflation. So this isn't anything new. On top of that, the Ancient Plus style, another piece around this is there's a lot of games out there that you can play that actually do multiple variants of a single character. And this happens a lot. And it's an easy way to make an upgrade against a loved character. And I know many of you have talked about this in the Discord server of playing this game because you love some of these cookies and are upset about this piece. This also is another way to make a fan favorite an even more fan favorite, just a little bit different. Now, I know there was a lot of controversy around this between the paywall, all that stuff. Couple things around that. Again, I'm a free-to-play player. I was not upset about this, to be honest, at all, because, hey, look, we do our gacha. There's some luck in the game. It's great when you're a free-to-play player and you pull something. I got very lucky on my Mystic Flower. In fact, I've got a few more. I think Devil already mentioned it. We'll do some of those polls later here today. And I was actually really looking forward to this. Now, a couple things that we had in here as well that was similar. If we go back to the previous update for Mystic Flower we were not able to get that cookie in regular gacha. Post the update and release, it was going to be released into the general population of our cookies and our ability to pull Mystic Flower. That was going to happen in the next update. Now that is not going to happen. We're going to stick with those banners. Well, post this update. After the banner's done, it was going to be released. Now, similar style and similar flow was going to happen with the Ancient here. Additionally, what we do lose was this Gacha of Fate. The Gacha of Fate was also added where you can pull Beasts and Ancient Plus cookies in this theme. This theme is now gone as well, and we had Fateful Cookie Cutters. So there was a different type of cookie cutter for us that we were going to get access to go and pull these types of cookies. So we're losing a ton of things, my friends. However, the best thing that I think is really key around this is the fact that Dev Sisters did listen to the community. I don't ever want to belittle that. I think that is an incredible thing. It speaks volumes to the community, this community, and those of you on this as well. I think it's super awesome. I will again go ahead though, and maybe many of you don't like this. I am a little disappointed. I was super looking forward to this update, regardless of the fact that this was Ancient Plus. Also the fact that I was already accepting the fate, just like I have since the beginning of time playing this game, that I probably will never get all these things done right away. And here's the thing that I like to say too as a free-to-play player, in particular with my guides. Now, I don't even have all the content completed. Now, I think that's a very, very big thing in this game. If we go to Master here, look, I'm still working through Master. There's a couple things here that I've still got to do. I'm also working through Beast Yeast. I got a lot of stuff in Beast Yeast that I still got to get done in the 3s here. You can see it here in episode 2, 62 out of 90, 82 out of 90, those kinds of things as well. So for me, I'm already accepting the fact that I'm not going to complete 100%, even as a free-to-play player. So every time I walk into these things, I'm not going to make the assumption I'm going to get it right away. Ideally, I like to look at it as probably a month, 3 months for as much as I play that I'm going to be able to do it. So I do like to call a couple of those things out. Now, here is the other thing that I do think as a community we just need to be cognizant of. The fact is, they made this update. They put a ton of work into this update. What is actually going to come next, or what's going to happen next? I know many of you have talked about the soul jams. I think the fact that they said it before and going that route would be a great route for us. However, we're going to lose a ton of things here that would have occurred just due to this. So I'll be curious to see what they do, and as this evolves, I think certainly lots of great community feedback and all that as well. Let's see. Hey, Mythras, Fateful Cutter will go to your mailbox. Yes, that is correct. But except we're not going to have the Fateful Cutters anymore. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens as well. So there we go. A couple other things to think about here. Many of you, now we're not going to get Peach Blossom Cookie either. We got a lot of other pieces. We're not going to get Dark Choco Cookies, Magic Candy out of the gate. There's lots of other updates that were going to happen. The rally effects, leader pop-ups, all these cookie buffs. Actually, I was very excited about Cotton Cookie's buff, to be honest. That was actually one of the biggest things I was excited for. And then everything else that we have here as well. So it's going to be interesting to see how this evolves over time. What's going to happen? Most likely in the next one, we're still going to get Peach Blossom Cookie. Most likely we're still going to get the Magic Candies. Here again, we see the Light of Apathy going to the Light of True Resolution. That's probably going to go away. Maybe they'll add Dark Cacao Cookie into the Dark Cookie Gacha as an example as well. So I'm going to pause here for a second. I'm going to go check out chat because many of you have been asking a lot of great... Hey, Stroman, good to see you, buddy. Gonna check out chat and see what's going on because lots of great stuff, and I need to catch up here on what's going on. And certainly I will absolutely go through and do my Mystic Flower Gacha for you here today. My whole thing was I wanted to use them up as well. I had originally planned to do a Beast Gacha here to kind of close out. I'm a little short, but I know that with the 14 days left and now with the extension, I'll probably be able to get that free cookie. However, we'll see that when we get there. A couple things around this. Thank you to everyone that's tuned in. As always, today's live stream. I know many of you asked me to do it often. I've been trying to at least do it once a month if I can as well, and absolutely more if I can. Cotton is my favorite. It is, absolutely. Premium Kitty. All right, my friends. No, we're not getting an update at all, Eduardo, yet. A couple things, though. Again, this is hot off the press. It's not in here yet. For those of you that are joining right now, I'll flip this back over here so that you can see exactly what I'm talking about here. There we go. This is hot off the press here. About an hour ago with the update in the CookieRun Kingdom Discord server delaying the update here due to the massive amounts of feedback that the players were giving in the Kingdom feedback, as you can see right here. So a couple pieces there. This is essentially a ton of things. And as you can see, thousands and thousands of players here. Obviously a very active community, something that I certainly appreciate myself as well. All right, so a couple things going back into this. Let me switch over here, my friends. And there we go. Okay, so now, again, what we're going to see here is in our events, we still have 2 hours left. one of the main reasons why I did want to do Light of Apathy. So let me break this down for you quickly here. Is this. Because of the fact that I did get a Mystic Flower cookie, I wanted to make sure I had this chance left to take advantage of this event. Now, if the event does get pushed, we'll have more chances. The other thing around this that I did want to do is make sure that I used all my pulls to take advantage of this event as well. This was going to be my big tip and advice for you here, making sure that you absolutely get all your pulls in so that you can get the rest of these goodies here before the update came in. Now, we don't necessarily have to worry about it. However, we do have 2 hours on the clock, and that is one of the reasons why I'm still going to continue to stream here and go through these pieces. Now, before we do, I do want to comment just a little bit more, again, as a free-to-play player, on some of the key pieces here for the delay. A couple pieces on this, because I do work in, I would say, the industry, when it comes to some of these things, a big piece on this. There it is, live for you. Update postponed. Let's look at that. Greetings. I'll come back to that here in a second. Greetings from the Kingdom team. Firstly, we would like to thank the CookieRun Kingdom community for bringing your concerns to our attention. So that's exactly what they talked about. It is, or I talked about earlier, it is your feedback that helps make the game better. After thoughtful consideration, we've decided to postpone today's update to a later date. All currently ongoing game events and shop deals will be extended until the update is released. We will let you know of the details regarding the release of the next update in a separate announcement, my friends. With love, your Kingdom team. So again, that is what this is all about, my friends. Feedback in the community, which I greatly appreciate, and the fact that they listened and made a decision in real time, to be fair, or at least in the last 24, 36 hours, kind of a thing, which is absolutely amazing to see. Now, hopefully, this helps iterate on some of the future things. However, let me get back to the last point, but I need I need some water. All right, there we go. Couple things on this, my friends. No, I know, Judah. It's so sad. Golden Cheese in story mode. Couple things on this. Where is Golden Cheese? Is Golden Cheese good in story mode? I think Golden Cheese is good in story mode, my friends. Let's see here. Add as moderator. There you go. Premium Kitty. Got it in there. There we go. Friend, you're good. All right, Kitty. And where is Devils? There you go, buddy. There we go. All right. Couple things on this now. So because of these changes, it does put us in a little bit of a tizzy of what's coming next. The good news is they listen. The bad news is we might not know what's going to happen coming soon. Now, going back to what I was talking about here previously, by being in the industry and worrying about pay to win, first and foremost, this game is not free. And what do I mean by that? There is a cost. There's a cost to host these games, to run these games, for us to log in, play these games, first and foremost. The second cost is the ongoing cost of the DevSys development to continue to build all these different things out. It's one of the reasons why I actually really appreciate this game is updates like this every about 3 weeks. Now, so far, in my opinion, for this year, we've only kind of had one flop of an update. That, in most, again, my opinion, was the Town Hall one. It was just kind of chunky to go in, and I think they lost a lot of users in that, and right after that, we did see the Stormbringer stuff. Now, why do I bring this up again? It's great that they listened. My concern is because of this rollout that is now delayed and not released on time, we may run into actually some additional pay-to-win stuff or some push-to-play content in terms of the facts that they're going to want to try and recoup potentially some losses on the delay. So that's one thing. The second thing there, as a free player and as someone that absolutely loves this game and enjoys it, we now get one less release of content, my friends. And on top of that, anything that they were building like this, certainly had an arc for all the Ancients. So they could have been in development for Pure Vanilla. They could have been in development for Hollyberry. This is going to have a pretty profound impact on their development over the course of probably the rest of this year and the release schedule as well. And that could be a big shift in terms of what they might need to try and get back. Now, regardless, I do believe that it's probably the right move from their side to make this decision in response to the community because of it being such an active community. What I do hope is that joint unison now between the feedback loop and these decisions will hopefully get a little bit more attention, or find a way to be maybe a little bit more proactive and in front of these releases. Typically you do something in beta or those kinds of things to allow maybe a little bit more of a testing in between cycles, so that you wouldn't have to come to a delay. So, hey Noir, thank you for joining. It is delayed because of the feedback that players gave, primarily around pay to win. Am I ever going to do a review of Counts Just a Blogger? I could certainly do that. I appreciate that. It's night. I know it's night for us. It's night for me too. It's real late, past my bedtime, as I like to say. Good morning, Hobbit Guy. Instead of make other dark cacao, they should make Soul Jam for dark cacao, Mr. N. Mr. N, I think that's probably what's going to happen. We got some happy tacos here. There we go. On top of that, I think that that's probably the way that it will end up happening because of one thing that we saw here. Let me see if I can find it, and we'll pull it back real quick. And where are you in the feedback? 1 second, I'll flip over to it once I find it. I just don't want to show all these players' Discord names. Here we go. Perfect. Let's flip back over 1 second. There we go. So I do think they'll go down this plan right here, because originally they did have the Crystal Jam update, as you can see here, that did say you can unleash the powers sealed by the darkness and grant ancient legendary dragon cookies with new powers. So the thing here though is originally they never actually used the ancient cookies. They started with legendary. So this was kind of the break that allowed them in the last updates, I believe, to get on this path. And then again, we see the beast pairing with the ancient, which I really, really like in the storyline. I liked where they were going. I actually did like the Ancient Plus. I understand everyone's grievances on the pay to win, the dark cacao being a brand new cookie. However, personally, I did not have a problem with that. So I just like to say that as well. But I'm most likely going to stick to the Crystal Jam side of things. I think this will be the way that they go. Dark cacao will still have his other transform. Maybe. I guess we'll see. Well, Moki, now you still got some more time here to get some lovely, lovely Mystic Flower. I am in a Hollyberry. Good luck, Hobbit Guy. All right, my friends, let's see here. Let's go back. Time for us to now do a little bit of our gacha pulling. So that, again, was coming back to that piece. All right. We'll go back to our game. So once again, the game is delayed. They did actually make the update here now on the postponement until another time. We don't know when it's going to be released. I would say if they get it done in a week, I'd be pretty impressed. I don't think that's the case. I think what they may end up doing is they may strip out some of the more harder components and just do a smaller release as well, in terms of getting some of this stuff out. If they were going to do that, I would be most likely, let's go ahead and take a look. Most likely, they could probably do the episode 4 release, depending on how they want to tie that in to the Tactical Dragons Twin Skills, the 410. Some of it's intertwined with the Dragon Lord Dark Cacao Cookie. So that's going to be a key there. And then additionally, my friends, the other stuff that's actually easier for them, this is going to not work. Obviously, the Ancient Plus. Gotcha of Fate, probably not going to be a thing necessarily. Peach Blossom Cookie is going to be kind of a standalone. Dark Choco Cookie is a standalone. Any of the other additions and improvements can be standalones. So really the question is going to be how quickly, or what is their in-game dependencies between the Ancient Plus and also the actual episode 4 of Beast Yeast. I think those are going to be the biggest things in terms of whether or not they pare it down quickly and do a quick release based off our feedback, based off the community's feedback, and then based off of what's going to happen in that next release. Just kind of speculating there in terms of a point of view of being in the industry and understanding some of these pieces, dependencies, and impacts to delivering projects like this. So that is the June 19th update notice, a little bit of a look back at maybe where they're going to change some of those things. And again, I'm also in that camp of, given what I just showed, probably on the slow jam side, if they do unwind, if they do reverse, or maybe what they'll do is maybe they'll just replace Dark Cacao and go with the Ancient Plus. That would be pretty sweet, and just treat it as a buff, and then that way it doesn't break anything else. And then slowly they would just deprecate maybe some of the older cookies, the older Ancients. That would be probably an easier way for them to go forward with this, actually. So once again, for those of you new joining, we do have the delay. It's formally official here. We did start with what was going on in the Discord server. Thank you everyone for joining in here. We got lots more players. Thank you so much. When I hit 8K, can I do a cooking live? I love it, Premium Kitty. I love to cook. I have a, if you're in the Discord server, I call it an aspiring hobby farm, actually. Is it possible to get Dragon Lord Dark Cacao Cookie in free to play? Kazuki, I believe it was, actually. Now we don't know what's going to happen. Yep, thank you, Killian. I obviously now it's not going to be released, unfortunately. So let's go ahead though now and break away from a little bit of the update information, just because I have been speaking about it for quite some time. And let's get into a little bit more fun here with the Light of Apathy Gotcha. So a couple things here. One of the things, if you're joining here quickly, what I did want to show was one of the things that reasons why I was doing this was to do the close out this event. Now the event probably got pushed out, which is great. Additionally, for free-to-play players like myself and yourselves, you should be able to go into the shop now. And then additionally, we're going to be able to see these extra packages, hopefully a little bit longer. The thing is, it was already 14 days. So if any of you had already seen that, and this thing doesn't go longer than 14 days, we're really not going to get additional opportunities for the Light of Apathy. So just calling that out on two fronts there. So again, that was one of the key reasons why I wanted to make sure I got in 2 hours ahead of time before this new release. However, that did not happen. All right, time for some gotcha, my friends. Let's go for it here today. I do have 12,000 Light of Apathy, so that gives us about 120 pulls. Your probability here. So if you watch my gotcha episode here on the channel, I have actually, as a free-to-play player, pulled the beast. You have a 1.3% chance of getting the cookie plus or a soul stone here. Now, when we look at this, we get even odds across the board, 3, 2, and 1, which is always important to understand. We got a 0.3% chance of pulling the beast. What does that mean? Generally, it's somewhere around 300 pulls. So if we were at 1%, 1% would be 100, 1 out of 100. 50 would be 1 out of 2. And then here we're about that 300. So that is one of the reasons why they do these pities. So once you get to that 250, it's essentially, if your probability doesn't hit, it offsets the probability, and you're good to go from there. So those are a couple key things I like to call it on that piece. As always, when we do the gotcha probabilities, ideally I do a plus or minus system. So it's not about good or bad luck. It's really about, am I over or under in terms of the percentage expectation. I typically try to manage to the 20%. It is slightly less than that. What does that mean? Every 10 pulls, I should be getting at least 2 epics. So that's kind of how I line these things up, my friends. 14 days is the extended time it gave. The update will probably be 2 weeks. Thank you, Devil's Eye. Mystic Flower, let's see what we can do here. So little breakdown on that. Let's go ahead and get into some pulls here, my friends. All right, what do we got? Ooh, we got some love. We like to see the love of the witch, as I like to say. There we go. Ooh, look at that. There we go. What do we got? Out of the gate? Maybe they're just going to jack all the rates up for Mystic Flower now. All right, we got Beat Cookie. No, not yet. Let's see what we can do here. Muscle Cookie. Here we go, my friends. What could it be? What could it be? Oh. Do you know which cookie this is? That's the question. Turn my volume up just a little bit. There it is. I haven't seen Vampire in a long time, actually. There we go. Alchemist, Angel, Almond. There it is. Just the Vampire. All right. On to our next 10. Let's see what we got here. Thank you to everyone tuning in, as always. Let's use it. Or lose it. Knight. Heart to Tan. Devil. Ginger Brave. Ninja. Ah, nice job. You guys got it. Ooh, moving up. We'll get to the 150 there. Here we go. What do we got here? Angry Witch. Muscle Cookie. Angel Cookie. Strawberry. Ginger Brave. Killian, you'll be able to get it, I bet. If I can do it, you can do it. That's what I like to say. Strawberry Cookie. There we go. Ooh, well done. Well done. I'm glad it worked. All right, let's see what we got here. Onion Cookie. No kidding, Eduardo. Yeah, it definitely helps. Ooh, even better. 2-second White Lily. Nice. Gumball. Uh-oh. All right, so let's go back here. This is a total biff for us. So what does that mean? So as I was talking about before, in the way that I assign the plus or minus. So if we go back to our gacha history, here's what we have. So there was my beast right there, my friends. Look at that. That was the very last one that I did in the episode previously, actually 18 days ago. You can check that out here on the channel. All right, couple of things. So here is 1 epic, 2 epics, so that's 20. So that's even. We only got 1 epic. We're -1. Here, no epics. That's -3. No epics is -7. So right now, given where we're at -7 in our plus or minus scoring system, that means we should have some pretty good luck, which just means a reversion to the mean in our statistics here. So ideally, we should be getting a few better pulls here. Hello! Hello, your B. All right, let's see what we got here. So we're still -7, probably because we pulled the lovely Mystic Flower there. There's 2. Now, the other thing that people forget about this is we are getting mileage for this still, which is great. That makes a huge, huge difference there. So we're still -7 because this is neutral at 0. And there we go. We can claim that. I really, really need those. So now we got 50 more and we get a Soul Stone. Let's go for it, my friends. All right. Black Raisin. Carrot Cookie. Clover. Wizard. Avocado. Cherry. Gingerbread. Venture. There we go. So -8 because we didn't get 2 there. So we're feeling pretty good. That's what I think. Here we go. That's what we wanted to see. That right there. Let's see what we got. Nope, not that one. Double cookie. All right. Wizard cookie. Angel. Onion. Here we go. What could it be, my friends? There we go. Look at that. All right. There we go. Caramel arrow. Adventurer. Princess. Strawberry. So 2. I think we're still -8. So that one was still neutral. I do. I like my water bottle, man. One-shot comp team. It's a good question. All right, let's see here. Avocado, beet, clover. Uh-oh. Did we miss the mark? We did again. Not good. That is not good. The good news is onwards and upwards, my friends. It should only get better. There we go. That's what we wanted to see. I think you're close, CookieRun. All right, let's use it. Look at that one right there. Nicely baked, Cookie. Cocoa. And beet. Here it is. Which cookie is this one? Did we get it? Ooh. You know who that is? All right, strawberry crepe. Burnt cheese. Adventurer. Ooh. Let's see here. Adventurer cookie. Ninja cookie. Wizard. All right, so we got 3. So we were -8. So it's -7 now in our system. All right. We got 30 more pulls. Now, the good news is, if we don't get a bunch more epics here, our next pulling should actually be pretty good. That's a pretty negative system. There we go. We got 2. Here we're catching up. 4. Ooh, 5. 6. See, there we go. So now we got 6. So we were at -7. 2's neutral. We got to add 4. So now we're at -3. See, that's how quickly your luck can change in this stuff, particularly when we talk about that reversion to the mean. And look at those probabilities. There we go. So now we got 50 more to go. I got 28 here. It's going to be close. I don't think I'll be able to get it today. I'll definitely finish it in the event. Get my free-to-play one. All right. Let's see here. Ooh, pumpkin pie max. No sugar. Rebel cookie time. There we go. What do I like better, my water bottle or my hat? It's a good question. It's a good question. Definitely the water bottle, probably when I'm sitting here, the hat when I'm not sitting here. All right. 3, I think that gives us. All right. Let's see if we get anything here. Oh, needing my 3. Thank you, Just a Blogger. I appreciate that. All right, there we go. Let's see, Cloud Haite. And then once I'm done with this, we'll recap one last time here on the delay of the update, because there's lots of new players coming in and out, which I certainly appreciate. All right, even on that. All right, so one of the reasons why I wanted to do this was because the fact that we were getting close here and wanted to make sure that we locked all these pieces in. Ah, not quite. Now, I don't think we have... I have this one I can claim, which gives us 200 more. Let's go ahead and grab that. We're going to be just slightly short. Slightly short. Let's see what we got here. It is 10:15 here for me. Pretty late. I need to get to bed. Alright, Gumball, Carrot, Adventure, Ninja, Gingerbread, Crunchy, Rockstar, Clover, Ninja. Nice. All right, there we go. We have, I think that's going to be everything that I have, at least for now. Beast Raids, birthday. We're hanging on to all of our... I was saving these for the update. No, I don't know what I'm going to do. I got my marathon here. Let's grab these. All right, Light of Apathy. Ooh, we did get this one. Maybe I can finish this one now. If I get 500 off that, we'll be close. We'll be real close, my friends. All right, so just quickly here to kind of circle back for the community and many of you that are just joining us now. The update is postponed. Again, mainly as a backdrop, why did this happen? Lots of feedback, lots of responses from the CookieRun Kingdom community. Primarily in the CookieRun Kingdom official Discord, that led to this. Lots of players not happy with a lot of the things that were being released. Pay to win in the update notice, primarily and particularly lots of frustration around the Ancient Plus, Dragon Lord, Dark Cacao Cookie, and not being able to use the previous cookie, Dark Cacao as well. So lots of things here that led to this delay. It is what it is. The good news is they did listen to the community, which is nice to hear. Bad news is maybe we don't know what's coming next, or what that impact actually means. However, probably the right thing for the community. So with that, that is our last piece in terms of the update being postponed. I'll hang out for probably 10 more minutes, and answer any questions that you may have here to the best of my ability before I sign off and go grab some shut-eye. I also appreciate all the subs and likes. Right. Do I have a pet? I do have a pet. Great question. I have 2 cats. What is my favorite? I don't know. Licorice Lover, in terms of the updates, let's see here. We don't have a time frame actually right now, so Who needs sleep when I have CRK and tea? That's good. That is true, Mr. N. You can. Do I have a favorite show? That's a good question. What have I been watching recently? I did actually just I just watched what's the one? Arcane, the League of Legends thing. I just watched. That was pretty good. Kazuki, see ya. Thank you. I did like that. Let's see here. I am looking forward to the new Elden Ring update here. That's gonna drop this week as well. So maybe that's why they delayed CRK. Bad timing with Elden Rings. Shadow of the Erd Tree. Ah, hey, Tempani. Let's see, 1830 dark mode. Let's look. I think I have 1830 dark mode. Let me look. World map. Back. Crispia. Let's check here. 1830 dark mode. Oh, nope, I didn't run through it yet. I'm still waiting on it. See, that's what happens when I get delayed. No on the dark mode. Thank you. I appreciate it. And then you said Trey 100. Unfortunately, I'm still stuck. This one has been a pain. I'm at 92. This one's kind of a problem. The team that generally supposedly gets by is not quite this one. It's a little bit different. It's actually in the Discord channel. Let me see here. I can show you the team for that. So the one for 92 is typically burnt cheese and snow sugar, actually. So it's kind of like a frost thing. Trey 100, one of the general ones to beat it is Stormbringer, Elder, Rockstar, Black Lemonade, and Linzer, if that helps. I haven't been able to get to it yet, though. I'm stuck on 92. See, these things just absolutely rock me. Way too much. Actually, let's try this. Let's throw Rebel in there.
Catch me if you can.
Let's see if we can do it. Well, there you go. See, these things just hurt so bad. I just can't quite get through. I can get them about halfway. I honestly think my stuff's just not good enough. Like, I think I need 2-star Ascension or something to get by. Yeah, it's a tough one. Burnt cheese, financier, cream puff, and parfait. There you go, Devil. Yeah, see, a lot now it just gives me time to go back and beat some of these other things, you guys. So. All right, what other questions, my friends? Hi there. We will see, I think. Appreciate that, Tempani. What is my favorite food? Oh, that's tough. I like steak. I like a nice steak. If you've ever had a tomahawk steak, those are real good. Thank you, Devil's Eye. Yeah, let me post that for the Discord. It's a good call. Here we go. Usually I think I had something used to say it, but I'll have to look at why it wasn't going. It's probably just probably me that has it set up wrong. I can probably do that just a blogger at some point. Yeah. Good suggestion. As a live stream or as a video? Grilled chicken and white rice is good. All right. All right, my friends, last call. All right. Nice. All right. Well, first and foremost, again, thank you to everyone for joining today. I really appreciate it. We covered all kinds of stuff in today's episode. First and foremost, though, it was all about this announcement right here, the postponement. What led up to this announcement? Why did it happen? How did it occur? Those kinds of things. Well, ideally, it was from you, community feedback. So keep it up. It's great to hear that they listen to us. However, what does that mean? What does that mean in terms of what is coming next, my friends? We will find out here soon, most likely. So with that, as always, thank you for tuning in. I truly appreciate your support. I hope you enjoyed today's live stream. We had a lot of fun. Thank you to everyone that tuned in. Absolutely appreciate it. And thank you to all the new players and new community members. As always, thank you for the likes and the subs as we continue to grow this amazing community. And don't forget to join our Discord server because we have a lot of fun in it, as always. And with that, thank you, everyone. You enjoy the rest of your day. We'll be back with more CookieRun Kingdom content, finding out what's going to happen after this update postponed.